Why bother?
All right, we are live. Still waiting on Josh. Josh should be popping in here in a minute. Bumpy and Tanner just in the chat.
Yep.
Who's doing this anyways? We don't know. Yeah. Should we wait for Josh? Yeah.
Yeah, we can wait a few.
Oh, Bumpy, you're doing a cream ale? We're gonna do cream ale, maybe. After this.
I don't have one.
I know Mike got a cream ale. Mike couldn't get Parabola, so that kind of sucks, but is what it is.
Yep.
This will be good. Give it a chance. My beer a chance to warm up.
Yeah.
Josh, where are you? All right, so obviously, gang, we'll be doing the Parabola 2023 here. We'll wait to get into it once Josh gets here. How's everyone doing? Tanner, you're unreal.
Exactly.
Dude, everyone that was supposed to get this beer, they just couldn't get it.
I think I've had mine since last summer.
Yeah.
So
and it's weird because Kyle almost joined us from No Hype, but this is like the 1 year he doesn't have. All those beers in his background, he just doesn't have it. Oh, Josh. See you in a bit. Should we wait? Let's see what it says.
This is the first time I've ever tried the Parabola, so I'm interested.
Oh, really? You've never had it before?
Nope.
Okay. This will be fun.
Meant to get the 2022, and it sold out before I could get it. So, all right.
Yeah, I think I've got going all the way back to 18, I think.
Oh, wow.
Down the cellar. Yeah. Bumpy says, I could get Parabola if someone mailed it to me.
Exactly. I know.
They don't get distro up there, or do you just don't have a shop that has it? That's the question.
I just happened to go on to Vor and it was there, so I'm like, let me get two this year so I don't screw it up again.
Dude, I wish I could just purchase straight from Firestone Walker. They've got some great barrel aged stuff.
Mm-hmm. Why are you yelling at me?
Yeah. I'm not sure Josh is gonna make it. It says go ahead and start.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I got a poopy butt cat yelling at me, so this is great.
All right, let me look up.
All right.
Yes. Okay. So Parabola 2023. It comes in a nice fancy box. You got your box next to you?
Yep. Boom.
Yeah, so all the Firestone Walker beers, they come in a nice box. So back in the day, this used to come in a pretty big bomber. And I want to say maybe they stopped doing that in 17. It was either 17 or 18. But I guess I'm okay with that because I enjoy the smaller bottles for barrel-aged beers. It's a lot easier. So directly on the website, Firestone Walker says this is aged for 1 year in 8-year-old Blanton's bourbon and 12-year-old Weller wheated bourbon barrels for this year's. Parabola is always a beast of a beer. Intense flavors of black cherry, dark chocolate, vanilla, and roast coffee are accentuated with delicate notes of cereal grain from wheated whiskey barrels, while the bourbon barrels impart their classic notes of toasted coconut and cacao nibs.
Heck yeah.
So, so ABV on this bad boy is, here it is, 13.5 ABV, 55 IBUs, and they even have a color on there. It's pretty cool. So that's what I like about Firestone Walker is they put a bunch of cool stuff on the label. You know what I mean?
You
gotta be I gotta be the old man and lift up the spectacles to read it. But other than that, 4,000 cases produced.
Yep.
Even tells the SRM and everything. So, all right, let's pop her open.
Ready?
Yours is room temp, you said. Mine has been chilling. I pulled it from the cellar this morning.
I didn't even think about throwing it in the fridge.
Yeah, should be okay.
Oh yeah.
In fact, you're gonna get the best of it right away, I think.
Ooh. I'm getting the barrel right off the nose, just this far away.
Yeah, I mean, pitch black. That head is really compact, just motor. It's like a mocha head.
Yep.
It's got a tan khaki thing. It just looks. If you look at the top, just down in the glass, it almost looks like how when you cook a pancake, and the one side you haven't flipped it yet. And that's what it looks like.
That's how mine is too. That's funny.
Yeah. Dude, it just looks frothy though. You know what I mean? All right, let's get a nose. What are you getting?
Getting a little bit of the cacao.
Yeah.
Definitely getting the barrel, so I'm trying to get underneath the barrel. Get some of the dark fruits in there. You can kind of get a little bit of a berry note.
Dude, I'm getting a pretty moderate amount of like dark cherry kind of berry-esque. I guess you could. It's not necessarily. There's a raspberry jammy kind of thing to it.
Yeah,
maybe not so cherry, just jammy. Like that barrel though, you can. It's got that nice kind of.
As soon as I was pouring it, I was like, "Ooh, there's the barrel." I haven't drank anything at all today other than water, so.
Oh geez, you're gonna be lit.
Yeah, I've eaten, so that's good.
Okay. Yeah, dude, this is there's a really nice presence of the oak and just the barrel, and there's like, I guess I wish I wouldn't have read that coconut thing because in my mind now I'm just like, yeah, there's a bit fruity coconut, like almost like Sabro hops. You know how they give off that nice coconut kind of fruity thing going on.
Oh yeah, hey Sam.
Not much bitterness to speak of. Like, so I believe your nose is probably opened up a little bit more than mine just because mine's chilled a little bit. But
yeah.
All right, let's get a sip on it, and then we can go back to the nose and get the full thing. All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. That mouthfeel, like, it's not like intensely creamy, but it's soft, but there's a moderate amount of carbonation. And right there, got that warming just going down.
Getting a little bit.
It's not quite like drinking a shot of whiskey, but you're getting that barrel expression going on.
I'm getting that. Just the first inclination of anything was just the cacao. I was getting a lot of the chocolate right away.
Yeah, there was like a heavy baker's chocolate kind of. Yeah. You ever go to the store and you get like those like the fancy chocolate bars? Like those chocolate bars, it's like $5 for like the thing. And it's like you eat one bite of it and you're just like, oh my God, this is what good chocolate tastes like.
Yeah. It's very decadent for sure. Trying to find the berries.
I'm getting it on the back end. But it's definitely more drying, oak drying. Like right on the forefront is really drying. And then on the back, that's where that burn and that chocolate come in. And there's almost like a slight, not cinnamon, but like a cassia bark kind of thing. Like, think Coca-Cola. You know what I mean?
A little bit of a bite. Yeah.
It almost comes off like the base of a Russian Imperial Stout because there is some hop bittering there.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'm getting that too, man. Yeah, this
So do you think it's a little hot still?
Yeah, I am, because now I'm starting to get some of that warming.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is your first time having Parabola.
Mm-hmm.
I've had it before. I've aged it before, and I can tell you this beer ages extremely well.
Perfect.
Like it does smooth right out. The only thing I don't know if they change the barrel each year, what it's aged in. So, all right, let's get to the comments while we sip on this a little bit.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yep. Very carbonated, because now I'm starting to get the burps.
Yeah. But the thing is about this beer is like you could sit there and sip on it and you just keep on getting like little trinkets of different flavors.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like it's a little tobacco, like leathery tobacco kind of thing. Maybe that's that bitterness. I don't know.
Maybe.
All right. Bumpy's going to talk to the owner of the Packy. You should.
There you go. You should, yeah, man. Hopefully you could get it in for the 24.
I mean, I know they got like all the bourbon counties and stuff because I was on their Instagram checking them out when he said he'd go there. But I think it's a different town than the one he goes to. I think it's the other town. I don't know. Parabola, he says.
Heck yeah.
Oh, boy. Heading to the supermarket for a case of beer.
There we go. Yeah, buddy. Have fun with your time off, Sam. It's just so weird.
So what's your overall thoughts so far?
I like it. It's complex. There's a lot of stuff going on in it, but the balance of everything is just superb. It's probably one of the better barrel ages that I've had.
Now let me ask you, what was your price point? Do you remember? I know
they're $10, $9.99 each or something like that. So
yeah,
I think it priced up a little bit due to.
I think mine I paid maybe $11.99, but I can get it. I think $1 cheaper at a different place, but it was just the convenience of getting it where I got it.
Yeah.
So you pay that up thing. But what do you think, like for the price point for a 12-ounce bottle of this? Do you think it's worth it?
I do. Yeah, I'll definitely pay it again. Definitely get it again, even if they bump up the price a little bit. Even if it's like 14, I'll be like, screw it, let me get a couple.
What do you think about this over some other barrel age you had, like bourbon counties or thing like that?
I think it's a little better than Bourbon County. I mean, but they change it every year.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I think if you're
23,
if you're into like bittering stouts and dry stouts or Russian Imperials and like barrel aged beers, I think this is your jam.
Yeah.
If you're like in that really kind of sweet, kind of like super motor oily thing, you're probably not going to find it here, I don't think. But I don't know, man. Like I just feel like this is a beer you just sit there and sip on over the course of an hour or so and just do what you got to do. Maybe like smoke a cigar or something.
I'm tempted to cut one and pull it out, to be honest, like when we're done reviewing it, because I think I'll have a nice little cigar with this. I think
overall, like Parabola is just a solid beer. It really is. It ages well. I'd like to maybe do an older one at some point. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be cool. Interested to see your take on one that's aged that way. It's like, okay, I can sit on the 23 for a few years.
And here's the thing. It's like, I feel like the beauty of this beer is, I guess I chilled it because I like to see how it changes and evolves as it warms. But yeah, it's got some nice alcohol legs. Definitely. Oh, yeah. It's got some lacing and legs. So have you had anything other barrel aged from them? Any other offerings?
From what, Firestone?
Yeah.
No. I bought one in Arizona and I left it there. I told Sparkle, I'm like, don't touch it. I'm coming back next year for it.
So I really enjoy their anniversary ale, which is a blend of all their barrel aged beers. And they hold a contest every year, and they have like a bunch of different groups, like professional wine sommeliers and all that stuff. And they come in each group, they're given all these beers, and they have to come up with a blend. And then the winner is that year's anniversary ale.
Oh, that's cool. I don't remember what I got, but I think it's a 21 or 22 something that I got at like Total Wine by Sparkle. I was like, all right, well, it's already pretty aged. Let's just sit on it a little
bit. Sticky Monkey is another good one. So that's their quad.
Okay.
That's fabulous.
I know I have a Gold Rush or whatever it's called from 2022 or something like that.
Okay.
So I'm sitting on that.
Nice.
It's called Gold Rush. Yeah.
So as I'm drinking it, like, I think that fruit is coming out more. Like I'm getting past that heat. It's kind of pop. Got a little tang to it. And I know tang sounds weird. You're like, what do you mean tang? Is it infected? I'm like, no, but it's just.
No.
You know, it's just, it makes you want to go back for more. It's not like super just drying, right?
Yeah.
So it's crazy. I've never had Blantons. I want Blantons. Never had Weller, but I like weeded whiskeys. So I could definitely see the influence, the sweetness of that. And like overall, I think Buffalo Trace has like kind of a fruity thing. Bumpy almost calls it grape. You know what I mean? That's why he says he doesn't like it. I don't really necessarily pick up grape, but who knows?
Yeah. Well, you saw the price of things around here. That's why it's like so hard for me to go, well, let me go get a bottle of that.
Dude, that is crazy, that markup.
$69.99.
That's crazy.
I saw that. I'm like, there's no way in hell. Because I remember you got yours for like 50 or something, and Eric got his for 35. I was like, there's no way.
Yeah. Like at first I was like, oh, are those like the toasted barrels or something? I was like, oh, you know. That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
So they traditionally mark up their whiskeys a lot like that?
This guy does. There's no limit in Colorado. He could charge $100 for that if he wanted to, without anyone stepping in and saying no.
So do you guys have separate stores for like your beer, or is all your beer and liquor together?
Beer, liquor, wine, everything's together.
Okay, in one store.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's interesting because I was watching Bruzel, his channel. He's a whiskey guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he just went to Tennessee, and they had there they had everything all in one. So they had some of the bourbon counties there, some of the
You good?
Somebody's getting their hair washed.
Okay. I'm like,
he's getting his hair washed. It's like, wow.
I was like, dude, there's no way you can.
But yeah, man. So they had the Bourbon County there in the liquor store. And he was like, oh, I want to get that variant, the Eagle Rare one. They were charging $60 for it. MSRP is $40, which I already think is insane.
It is.
And then they wanted $24.99 for the regular bottle, which MSRP for that is $14.99, $13.99. So it's like liquor stores are out of control. You're right. They can just price it however they want.
I know. Yeah, when I got my BCSs this year, it was like the base was 15. And what did I get? The backyard or whatever? I think that was like 21, 22.
Yeah.
I'm like, fine. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, we're separate here in New York. So if you want beer, you go to the grocery store or the beer store. But if you want liquor, you have to go to the liquor store. They don't sell liquor in like grocery stores or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it's like you're kind of getting saved on that aspect because beer's pretty much the same, give or take a couple of spots. But for MSRP, it's, they're not jacking it up.
That's why I like Florida. I told my dad, I'm like, I'm not bringing it back, but I know I'm going to pick up like a decent bottle of whiskey down there. It's like, why? And I'm like, because it can sit, and I'm not going to get ripped off because they have ABC stores. So, there's a slight markup, but nothing like ridiculous. I'm like, I'll pick up something to have there. Share with my
I almost
stuff.
feel like with these barrel-aged beers, like it deserves a separate scoring system sometimes. Like kind of like we do on Mondays with the liquor, that scoring system.
No.
That'd be killer with this. I'll have to try that sometime. So is it still the same for you? Has it evolved? It's still the same.
It's about the same because I didn't chill it. I kind of regret. I thought about it like 2 hours ago. I'm like, I should just throw it in the fridge. I'm like, no, I like drinking these at room temp. I'm like, I should have thrown it in the fridge because it sounded like you had a better like transition, and mine's just like, boom, this is it.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, mine is getting sweeter the more I drink it. Like there's just sweetness on the front of the lips, like almost after you eat like a hard candy, and you get that residual sweetness in your mouth. Like more so now, for me, than before, because before I was getting that drying chocolate and that warmth of alcohol, but now I'm getting acclimated. I mean,
mine's kind of doing the same thing. I think it's just because the palate's so coated.
Yeah.
That drying stuff is just kind of not really being picked up, and other stuff are being picked up because I'm getting a little bit of a sweetness from it now too. So
it's kind of like that with whiskey though. You know what I mean? That first sip, you're like, whew. But then you start getting into it, your palate gets acclimated.
Yep. The first sip of whiskey for me is just burning. I'm like, oh. After a while, I'm like, okay.
Well, I've learned that a lot of whiskey, like, I don't know, what do you call them? I don't know, what's the official term for whiskey taster? Like, in beer.
A snifter? No, not a snifter.
No, the person. Like, so in wine, it's sommelier.
Yeah. I think beer's the same thing.
No, beer's Cicerone.
Cicero, that's it. Yeah, I don't know. Pumpy said a drunk. Yeah,
Pumpy said a drunk. There you go. But I guess what I was trying to get at is a lot of whiskey aficionados, like the people that like are really into it. They say before you try a whiskey, have like a control test. Yeah. Like pick a control whiskey, like something you know the taste of that hasn't changed. Like a lot of people use like Wild Turkey 101 for the control. So they'll do that. They'll get the palate working. They know that that's the taste, and then they go. Jesse, what's up, man? Yeah, dude, Parabola.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, the 2023 is pretty good. It's hard to determine if it's like the best year. I'd have to go back because here's what I do. Usually I buy 2 of them each year. I buy one, drink fresh, and then I drink one to age.
Yep. That's what I'll be doing. Yeah.
So I had one super fresh when I had this. But it's been a hot minute.
As I said, I've been sitting on this, I think, since like last summer or so. So
yeah.
So it's had time.
Now where'd you keep it? Just in the cupboard or?
Basement level. I have like a walk-in like closet with shelves. And I just keep all my barrel aged stuff. So I call that my quote unquote cellar. It's not like an official cellar, but the temperature year round is very steady. In that room.
A beer specialist is known as a sommelier. I see what you did there, Sam.
I love it. That's great.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm pretty pumped that you finally got to open this and try it.
And I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. Yeah. I mean, next thing up that we got to do is Schlenkerla, because I've got one just sitting there looking for people to just, even if it's not the same one, we'll just do like a smoky beer thing sometime.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we could even do like a Rausch beer night or something like that.
I mean, mine is, I think it's a green and white label, I believe. I think it's like their Doppelbock. I saw Sam had one earlier that I've never seen before. I'm like, frick, I got to go find that one. That one sounded good. I think I had like berries or something in it.
There is a. I've got a knock at my door, ladies and gentlemen, and a scream.
And a scream. Save me from Mom.
He thinks he's playing Five Nights at Freddy's. His cousins warped his mind. So, that's awesome. All right. So traditionally on my channel, we throw a score to a beer.
Okay.
You can use whatever system you want. We traditionally do out of 5, but if you want to do a different scoring number, you can go ahead and do that.
We'll do it out of 5. That works for me.
All right. What are you thinking, sir?
Oh, geez. I'm already on the spot. It's hard to gauge because this is my first one, so I like it. I really do. I like the sophisticatedness of it and the bounce of it. I'm going to give it a 4.8 out of 5. I'm going to put it way up there.
Yeah. Yeah. I think this is definitely
Yeah.
I forgot what I gave it when I drink it fresh. But as I'm drinking it right now, I think for me, I'm gonna drop it at a 4.4.
Okay.
I think what would improve the score for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Is that fair? I was gonna say because like we didn't even talk about like body, like because I was gonna say if it was a little bit fuller, but it's pretty full.
Yeah, neighbor's popping by. I'm gonna let my neighbor try it off camera.
Oh yeah.
So this is the Firestone Parabola 2023. Give it a little taste.
Thank you, and I'll come bringing food for you.
Ooh, look at that! Santa's here.
Clam chowder from
Franco. Nice.
He told me to come over.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
No, he told me no. Just so you don't.
Go ahead. You can keep going.
You're good. I think I'll do 4.5. I'll do 4.5. It's getting really sugary sweet. Just keeps on getting sweeter. Although I like the balance of the barrel because I hate when the barrel overthrows it or the barrel gets too drying. It's terrible.
Yeah. My neighbor's just sniffing. He just took a sniff. He's like, his knees got weak. He did squats. Yeah, he did squats and legs. He works out a lot.
All right.
So I'm gonna see he's taking a big sip. Save me some. Yeah, it's kind of drying, a little sweet. Not boozy. Yeah, I know that's the thing. You don't really get the barrel from the tasting of it.
Right. You get the barrel, but it's so well balanced.
Yes.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. This is 13.5 ABV.
Mm-hmm.
Look how drinkable that is.
I know. I'm about the same boat as you. I got a little help too, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but still, like that's insane how drinkable it is.
That's a sipper, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta sip it. You can't just chug it. This isn't one of your IPAs. I'm looking at my neighbor. He flipped me off with his eyes. But yeah, no, this is good. Like I'm sticking with the 4.8 because it's like, yeah, because I was thinking when I was sipping, I was doing out of 100 in my head and I already had the 96 in mind. So I kind of cut it back to a 4.8. Like
right.
First time having the Parabola, it's like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna be ordering this every year.
Yeah, it's a killer beer. It really is. It's one I think if you're a fan of barrel aged stouts that at some point in your life you should probably try it.
Yeah.
My first time.
Me too. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's good.
Go ahead.
Is that your house? I hear noises behind you. Okay. Kid doesn't like his hair washed. I don't like my hair washed.
Listen, my kid's a maniac. I love him, but he's a maniac. He's very expressive.
That's
Um,
funny.
Yeah. See, and this is why I like doing a live stream with these types of beers, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because it's not like I don't think this beer is like good for a quick 5-minute review or whatever. So, all right, gang. We got a few people watching. So we're gonna wrap up this review. I think we might do a Jenny cream ale thing, me and Mike, after this.
There you go.
Chatio doesn't have that, but
Fortunately, I don't have that right now. No.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna end the stream, and whoever's in the Google chat room, the examination where I put the link, you can hop in for off air while I figure out the Jenny cream ale situation and see if Josh is going to join that. But until then, Chatio, very much appreciated for popping up.
No, thank you for having me.
Your channel or anything, or
I mean, I do a lot of reactions to like music and stuff, so I have some music reactions coming out. Tomorrow is Baby Metal and Bandmade, so a couple like Japanese female metal bands are pretty freaking awesome.
Okay.
So,
all right.
I need to do more beer reviews for sure.
Yeah, beer reviews are never bad.
No.
Let's see if I can do this real quick. Yes, I can, because I'm cool. Right in the chat, for anyone that doesn't know, don't know why you wouldn't, but there's the link for Chatio's channel, so go check him out. Until next time, FLX Beer Reviews, down in the description below, all the links branch out. And maybe you'll get lucky enough to see, even on our own channel, Mike still doesn't show up when it's alive.
I know he doesn't. He never.
I
haven't seen Mike in a year, so it'd be nice to see Mike doing a live with you in a little while, if he doesn't chicken out, you know.
Real quick, Jesse says, "Do you guys like the smaller format that Firestone has done, or prefer the bigger bottle?" We actually touched on this right when we started, but I don't know. For me, I prefer the smaller format.
Something like this, yes.
Because I feel like if this was the bigger format, if I'm not saving it for tomorrow, it'd kill my palate. You know what I mean? It's like, sure, I'd like more, you know, but you know. So yeah, good question, Jesse. All right, guys.
Cheers.
Bumpy. I'll quote whoever I want. It's my channel. Yeah. All right. Cheers.
Cheers.